Captain Trevor Duncan, Joplin Police Department.
So clearly behind me there is a tragic scene. Can you tell me how this all started?
So tonight was the monthly downtown cruise night in the city of Joplin. We had some extra officers out tonight. Downtown was packed. Our whole goal is to keep everything safe for everybody because sometimes it turns into some careless driving, different things like that. So our officers were working tonight. One of our officers was near 15th and Main. Saw two motorcycles northbound at a high rate of speed, driving very carelessly. He turned around, attempted to stop them. They chose to take off and continue to drive carelessly. The officer discontinued, did not pursue them, did not chase them, lost sight of them northbound through red lights, driving very fast. Just a moment or two later, we were notified by dispatch that there was a multi-motorcycle crash here in front of Casey's at 403 North Main. When officers arrived on scene, they found three motorcycles that had been crashed with three riders that were down, two of which were deceased. The third one was arrested on scene.
Okay, so there's two bodies out here right now?
So there was two people killed. Yes.
Okay. So was anyone taken into custody during this pursuit?
So again, it wasn't a pursuit. There was an attempt to stop them. They fled.
Okay.
Officer terminated their attempts to stop them based on the careless driving.
Okay.
When the officers arrived on scene, one of the motorcyclist that was still alive was placed under arrest at that time.
I imagine Joplin City Jail.
Yes, he was taken into custody by Joplin officers, transported to Joplin City Jail. He's currently there now. Our officers are investigating to determine what charges are being sent for.
Crash team is out here investigating. How long is that process and what are they doing at this time?
So this is a pretty extensive scene due to the speed and the impact. There's debris for a good portion of the main street here. So we've had Main Street closed off initially from 1st to D, now from A Street to D Street, I believe. We've had it closed off all four lanes for several hours already, probably several more hours to go. It's a pretty extensive process to kind of diagram and sort everything out and figure out what all came into play here.
Okay, so as I'm sure you've imagined, we've been following a lot of the different issues with motorcyclists and even the issues that happen just downtown, especially on the weekend. I mean, anything you would want the public to know amidst these, I mean, it seems like multiple things are happening in a similar amount of time.
Yeah, so it's our goal to keep everybody safe and to keep order. That was why we had extra officers out tonight, was to try to, we know a lot of people come to downtown for cruise night and cause no problems whatsoever, but they're inconvenienced by the people that are causing problems, are driving carelessly, are disregarding other people's safety. So our goal is to try to eliminate those issues and deal with those issues to make everything safe. So I know that motorcycles have been a hot topic recently. We had the motorcycle enforcement detail last weekend where we've made some arrests and took a lot of action. So we continue these efforts to try to prevent tragedies like this. So whenever this happens, it's very unfortunate, and it's not what we're looking to happen at all. We're trying to keep everybody safe and prevent these issues, and this is just another example of what happens when we see careless driving, disregard for public safety, and those kind of things.
Absolutely. I know we've been talking with Captain Davis, and there's a huge stress on not adding to any disturbance or causing further issues to bystanders or just the rest of the public when dealing with multiple people in these situations. Is it safe to say that those groups may be related in any way?
So we're really early on in this one. We're just in the process. We just made some next of kin notification, sorting things out, identifying who was involved. So I couldn't tell you anything about if they're tied to previous incidents or not. Just too early to say. I can just tell you that in general, there are motorcyclists that choose to operate very carelessly. Those are the ones that create complaints, create issues, create crashes, and really take away from all the motorcyclists that are following the laws and just trying to have a good time and enjoy the ride.
Absolutely. Lastly, should we expect names, identification, those type of things, or any sort of press release tomorrow?
So most likely there'll be some more information that comes out during the daytime Sunday. I don't expect any other information to be released tonight. Again, we're making some notifications. We're going to be working the scene here for several hours, doing the different processes with the crash team. It'll probably be pretty early morning when the road gets reopened, and then information will come after that.
All right, gotcha. Anything else you want the public to know at this time?
We just want everybody to continue to do their best to drive safe and to be considerate of the other people on the road and to follow the traffic laws and think about their safety. And unfortunately, every incident like this is a sad reminder that not following traffic laws and not being aware of your surroundings and driving careful leads to tragedies, and this is another one of those.